میری بات توجہ سننی پڑے گی، بہت توجہ سننی پڑے گی. تم بات کو غلط مطلب نکالو گے اپنے ذہن سے، اور میرے ذہن میں جو مطلب ہے اس پہ غور نہیں کرو گے. یہ بڑی مصیبت ہے اس زمانے میں. بجائے جو میں چاہتا ہوں اس طرف توجہ کرنے کے، اپنے دماغ میں جو کچھ لیے بیٹھے ہو اس کو غلط رخ پر لے جاؤ گے. سنو غور سے.
بات کو سمجھنے کے لیے سب سے پہلے آدمی اپنے ذہن کو اور اپنے برتن کو اعتراض اور تردد اور اشکال سے خالی کرے. اس لیے کہ اگر کسی بات کو بھی مفہوم مخالف اور کسی بات کو بھی کسی دوسرے عمل کی تردید یا اس کی تنقیص یا اس کی افادیت کو کم سمجھنے کے سوء ظن کے ساتھ سنا گیا، نفع کی باتوں سے نقصان ہونا یقینی ہے. اس لیے سب سے پہلے ہم اس کی نیت کریں، پوری بات سنیں گے، آگے پوری بات نقل کریں گے. آدھی سننا یہ بھی دین و دعوت کے لیے ناقص، اور آدھی بات کا نقل کرنا یہ تو بڑے فساد کا ذریعہ ہے. اس لیے بہت توجہ کے ساتھ بات سننی ہے.
اور اگر آپ نے ابھی تک ہمارا چینل سبسکرائب نہیں کیا تو فوراً سبسکرائب کیجئے، ساتھ ہی بیل آئیکن پر کلک کریں تاکہ مزید آنے والی ویڈیو ہیں وہ آپ کو وقت پر ملتی رہیں.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Below is an English translation of a letter by the great Da'i of the last century, Hazrat Maulana Saeed Ahmad Khan Sahab Rahmatullahi Alayh, addressed to those who left Nizamuddin Markaz in the name of Alami Shura. The main Urdu version from the book Letters of Maulana Saeed Ahmad Khan Sahab, letter 14 is included. Respected and esteemed Janab Maulvi Ahmad Lad Sahab, Maulvi Ibrahim Sahab, Maulvi Ashraf Sahab, Maulvi Ismail Sahab, Maulvi Abdur Rahman Sahab, Maulvi Usman Sahab, Maulvi Usman Sani. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's hoped that your temperament is firm on da'wat, because it is this blessed amal of da'wat that changes the deeds of people from spoiling onto improvement. Sometimes a person's nature is ruined by dunya, and on other occasions it's ruined under the guise of deen. And in such an instance, a person becomes greatly deceived because the heart is in agreement with the sentiments. Sometimes the apparent action are in accordance with the internal sentiments and sometimes not. Therefore, through the effort of da'wat, we need to learn to make effort on both the external and the internal. In this effort, a person has to cross through difficult valleys, the same valleys that Maulana Muhammad Umar Sahab would speak about in his bayans. One of these valleys is internal disagreements and skirmishes. In such scenario, Shaitan makes the Ma'mur mistrustful of the Amir, and the Amir's upbraiding, which was meant to be the means of Islah, instead become a means of enmity. This then becomes a means of being deprived from doing the effort, because ill thoughts about the Amir is a big crime and a major sin. Read those ahadith on the importance of obedience of the Amir. You will find that obedience of Amir is compulsory until the point that the Amir instructs clear-cut kufr, and the reasons for this are that without such obedience to Amir, the unity, ijtimaiyat of Ummah is not possible. This Ummah shall overcome the enemy by its collectiveness, ijtimaiyat, and when disagreements increase and divisions prevail, then despite being on truth or haqq, the enemy can never be overcome. Numerous evidence for this are present in ahadith and the lives of Sahaba radhiyallahu anhu. Progress in this effort is dependent on looking at one's own faults, because by failing to do so, the door to progression is closed. Focusing on one's own deficiency is the door to humility and protection against pride. This in turn leads to grabbing hold of the mercy of Allah, and through Allah's mercy, one is protected. The third issue is that a conviction pertaining to happiness and fear needs to be away from the creation and attached to the Creator, to the extent that our yaqeen should not even be on the Amir in this respect, that he, Amir, should inquire and in turn provide about our comfort, take care of our needs, and ask about our condition. Because turning towards creation shall shut those special doors of help and giving from the Creator, which would otherwise be open only when one is distracted from all and turn towards Creator. We need to learn to fulfill our needs from our Creator and be contented in whichever condition He keeps us. This is only possible when a person is inclined towards Allah, and if the inclination is towards creation, then evil will prevail in whatever happens to such a person. Situations against the wish and nafs are to turn us towards khair and incline us towards khair. Read version of Quran. The fourth issue is that shaitan tries to distract us from the effort of complete deen to some aspect of deen, distract us from the compulsory acts to optional ones, and such a person feels better in optional acts rather than compulsory ones, and due to this separates himself from the common ummah. He can neither be with ummah nor walk with ummah together, and this leads to seclusion, and this shaitan prevents one from effort of deen in ummah, and so ummah also keeps away from him. Therefore pray to Allah Almighty to grant us the understanding of the greatness of this work in doing it. Maulana Saeed Ahmad Khan, Madinah Munawwara.